Okay. Nice. He'll raise the glass up. If he wants to clink, you'll let him clink the glass.
Yep, you do clink. He downs the whole thing in one shot.
Same.
He literally chucks the glass across the room.
I'll motion to say
that.
if he wants me.
No. You notice that nobody else drinking does that.
Oh, okay. I'll place it back on the table and I'll stand up, give a small bow, and head on down to where he notified me of the mall at. Oh,
hey, hold up! I forgot
to give you the details of the job. Yeah, it's a problem I have. Apologies. Please continue.
Yeah, I know. Don't let your enthusiasm get in the way of your job. So here's the story. An old friend of mine was a nomad. Did some work for me a long time ago. Bacon back in a time where I wasn't so successful. And tells me he's running into some problems. It's in an area right outside of town called Pine Valley. I don't know exactly what the nature of the problem is. He wouldn't give me any details. He's afraid of getting snooped out, so it must be something serious. Although I can't imagine what some used up, retired 20-year-old nomad has for a problem. You know what I'm saying? He looks at someone else and they're like, yeah, I don't know what the hell his problem is. But anyway, I know for a fact that whole area down there is pretty dangerous, so I pretty much say you're going to need a couple of guys good with guns, probably a good tech person, and maybe just someone who's good with the software just in case there needs to be some sort of just a spare thought here. He goes, where's the thing? What happened to the thing? He goes, oh, yeah. Someone else turns around. It's actually a business. It's a card, small card with some stuff written on it. He goes, this is where you need to go. He hands you the card.
He'll give it a quick glance, see if there's anything that pops out.
It's right outside the outskirts of the city. You've never heard of it before, but you could pretty much generally graft it out to be kind of like south of the combat zone. It was a old corporate controlled area that's kind of just fallen into disrepair. So it's kind of like not a no man's land, but it's kind of like uncontrolled territory. Perfect place for nomads to crash, pretty much. You pretty much like to go to uncontested territories and squat.
All right. Anything else you'd like from me?
That'll be it. Like I said, let me know when the job's done, and I'll let you know how much you got paid.
All right. Pleasure in the future, pleasure in the past. He'll give like a mime of the tip of the hat, and he'll head on down.
No, he just gives you just a very blank look as he walks by. He goes, as you walk away, he goes, so yeah, like I was saying, we're gonna have to call those guys tomorrow about that thing. Don't forget about it. He goes, and I need you. As you walk away, you can tell he's just barking orders at people now.
Perfect. A man that knows what to do exactly when he wants to do it.
All right.
So yeah.
You'll head over to the region he designates, and then we'll switch the scene again. Back to the first floor. Maradine and Kitty. You two have just arrived after a few hours of wandering around, because the AI doesn't always take coordinates as a direction, so you had to figure it out. Now, slowly driving close to the destination, you two are looking out the window and really confused at the scenery around you because, Maradine, you're probably more familiar with this view, but even you're just like, how could there be a nightclub out here?
Night City is really surprising. I didn't know you
And
had
off in the distance, You hear a loud booming noise. You can't quite be sure, but you think some explosive just went off.
Oh, someone step on a mine.
And so yeah, as you round another corner, once again, seemingly out of nowhere, completely blocked by these large, slightly destroyed buildings, you once again see a bright and garish neon resort nightclub. Wrapped around its facade in bright neon glow, and on the top of it is a sign that says Last Oasis Club.
Oh, wasn't too hard to find. Right, Kitty?
Well, with a front like this, I'm surprised we missed it at all.
I'm surprised that it's not on the map.
Well, doesn't look like there's anyone really outside.
You see like two or three people standing in front of a door. They're sort of like waiting to get in, and but you're still inside the car. You haven't gotten out yet.
Okay. Could I do like a scan to see like who else might be like outside? If it's anything important.
You see a couple of security guards. At first, it's kind of misleading because at first you kind of just look like guys in suits, but then if you look at it carefully, you realize that each one of them has something heavy bulging. So you can pretty much be sure that they're armed to the teeth.
Right. So these are armed security for this place, not like cops on the street or something.
And then, yeah, sure enough, as you glance up on the windows, you sort of see every once in a while the occasional sweep of both either a camera eye, and then for a second you weren't sure, but then all of a sudden you realize like every floor of the building surrounding this is armed. There's automated turrets on almost every window.
Huh. Friend didn't say the drones got shot down or anything.
Oh, there's just like a zone of EAD, huh?
Meridine, you notice a detail at the top of every building. Like the top, like they look damaged, but when you look at the top, you realize that the transmitting towers, they're still operational. Someone's maintaining the transmitters at the top of the towers.
Kitty?
Yeah.
Do you see the transmitter on the top?
Sure do.
They're like, seems that someone's fixing them.
Guess they got quite an operation, huh?
Huh. Oh, they pay well. I wish to work on something like that.
Maybe they'll hire you for it. Wanna go inside? See what it's all about?
Sure, but I don't know if we need an invitation or something.
Well, we'll find out in a few seconds, won't we? So go ahead and like step out of the car and take your hand to like pull you out.
Oh, that's cute.
All right. So as you walk out to the front, like I said, you'll see two entrances. One entrance has no line. There's two guys standing in front of it, like security guards. You see another one where there's a small line of people, like 4 or 5 people. You could tell right away one's general admission and one's VIP.
I guess we're going down on the normal one.
Yep. Since it seems like we can get general admission, so let's do that.
All right. So you walk up online. You see a couple of other people standing in front of you. Right in front of you is like, actually, right in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right in front of us.
Monster of a man who looks like Jason Momoa.
Oddly specific, but I like it.
And Iron Trench, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yay.
Alright. Trench is wearing a trench.
No shit.
Could have sworn that I saw him in a turtleneck.
He's also wearing a turtleneck.
Yeah, there it is.
And a nylon helmet, actually, because he wears that in public. It's in the middle of a combat zone. It makes sense.
Yeah.
He's about 6'7" feet tall. 6'7", whatever. He looks like he probably weighs about 400 pounds.
You come here to get jobs all the time.
Right. But yeah, no, he looks absolutely massive. And he looks like Jason Momoa.
As you're standing there, you see two fairly attractive women
Oh, fuck's
come
sake.
up behind you. One's
No,
wearing
that's subjective.
One of
Yeah,
them
I like
looks like a
7 out of
dweeb.
10. Come on.
I'm gonna say one of them probably looks attractive.
all right, you want me to be technical? Okay, let's get technical.
Okay, wait. To be fair,
One's got
there is an
attractiveness
attractive
of
stat.
6. One's got an attractiveness of 6, and the other one has an attractiveness of 5. That's above average.
Yeah, one of them is a little bit above average.
One of them's a 6 out of 10, the other's a 3 out of 10.
You know what the attractiveness stat doesn't track? Taste.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Good
what
God.
grooming and
Define-
whatever the
define
other thing was, like
women
a
standing behind
wardrobe is for.
Hmm.
I at least have those
Standing
skills, so like
behind
I actually look like I'm supposed to be going to a club.
Yeah.
Not me. I'm just matching every color that I can find.
Yeah, you look like you're trying to find business. She looks like she's trying to find somebody to pay for her drinks.
Hmm.
And so anyway, as you see them walk up, you hear them talking about maybe we can get a job here or whatever this place is. And it's clearly obvious that they don't really quite have an idea what the fuck's going on. What are you gonna do, Trench?
Well, I mean, am I here for any reason? Am I here to
You're here to
get a new
find-
job or what?
Yeah, you're here to find a job. You come here, you know that there are bulletin boards posted all over the place, and there's jobs listed, and you can select them. And
All right, I guess I'll be. Well, will they walk around me, or are they still behind me? What?
you gotta wait. in line.
Yeah.
You don't have a VIP pass, so since you're one of the employees, quote unquote, you always have to go into general admission, and it's basically so they can register your name to put you on the bulletin board to be hired. And so that's what you're waiting on. Once you get inside, you pretty much have open reign in the club, except for the
Right, but no, I mean, did these
first
two?
floor.
You said they saw me from behind, but I'm asking now, did they walk around me, or?
Oh,
No,
you're
like
all-
you
No.
seem like you're in line, so I'm
Yeah.
going to be in line behind you.
No, they're gonna cut.
No.
They're gonna try to flirt their way past the front door. That's what they're doing.
No.
No, they're just standing behind you, but you can tell that they're having a conversation, and you get the impression that they're not quite sure what the story is here, which is kind of weird because only people who know about this place come here.
Well, I didn't roll up any rudeness stat, so I'm not gonna be rude and just butt in on somebody else's conversation.
Yeah, well, Meriden is going to poke Trench on the arm.
I pistol whip her in the face.
Immediate
Damn.
PTSD reflex. I like it.
No, okay.
All right,
well,
well, the campaign's over, guys. Okay, you guys can
Oof.
double damage to head.
I'll find another techie. Don't worry.
Jesus.
Her head explodes.
Anyways, yeah, I turn around.
tap on your shoulder, and the multicolored girl is looking up at you with a big smile on her face. What are you gonna do, Meriden?
So, what is this place, really?
It's a club.
Yeah, but I heard that we can get some work here.
Yeah, sure. Just go inside, talk to the owner. I'm sure could always use some more dancing girls.
Oh,
I mean-
no, I'm not really.
Things around here are
Oh.
pretty desperate.
Well, it's not really my kind of job. I'm mostly working on car or electronic.
He'll shrug.
What's your name?
I go by Trench.
Oh, like the one in the combat zone? You know, when you aim to take cover and all that?
I mean, I think his eyes will like slit ever so slightly. Like, yeah.
That's nice. Is that like your gun name? Something like that?
It's my handle.
That's nice.
Can I ask a question here, storyteller?
What?
The line's already moved, and they're supposed to be at the front, right? They're just talking to each other instead.
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 people. So now at this point, Trench is like next.
Yeah, I mean, probably only giving them like 10% of my attention. I'm not like forgoing the line or anything. Just like she's saying stuff to me and I'm answering questions, and that's.
Yeah,
So
you walk up.
Here, Trench?
Repeat that.
What do you do around here, Trench?
Everything.
Ooh, so you're a dancing boy?
Sure.
The comeback.
I mean, technically, Trench is more attractive than you, so.
No, I'd pay to see that.
Let's see, you were the 6 out of 10?
Yes.
I am 7 out of 10.
Bruh.
Hey, I like to punch up.
There you go.
It just means he can hug you tighter.
That's okay, I still have the higher seduction score.
You'll need it.
Children.
Yeah, at this point it's Trench's turn to go in. Basically,
we haven't even seen the most attractive of us yet.
Yeah, it's me. Sorry.
No, you have no idea.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
If lesson is 10, I'm gonna.
There is a supermodel among us.
Oh really?
Well, I mean, equivalency, I guess. Anyway, Trench goes inside.
yeah. So Trench, you go in. It's all hat for you. You give them your name. They pull up your ID number, which logs you into their system. It's a demilitarized zone, so the first floor is completely weapon free. There's basically like a safe box area where you can stash your weapon, get a ticket for it. There's security everywhere, automated turrets.
Yeah, sure, I drop off a pistol.
You can keep your armor, but there's no weapons allowed. And so yeah, the nightclub is fairly packed tonight. There's several sections here. They're all essentially just bars and lounges. Gray areas are the service areas where the staff gets to go in and out. So you don't have access to those areas. Yeah, every so often, as you're walking through the club and people are doing their thing, dancing, drinking, talking, making connections. Every so often, there's a sort of like a holographic bulletin board just jumps up and it's wanted, one guy good with a gun, need for 3-day security run, and then see so and so for more details. And every once in a while, you just see it flash to the club as far as you could tell, it was originally like where all the like weird graphics at concerts and clubs used to be, but instead now it just literally just advertises different people looking for work. So yeah, that's where you're at. And so yeah, following up, Meriden and Kitty get through the line. You walk up inside, you find out that you have to turn in your gun to the front security area. There's a safety box.
Right, rational.
Yeah.
So after you get your ticket, you're basically down here in the lower left corner of the map where it says valet. Desk on your left-hand side, and you see doorways opening up and just a bunch of bright lights and clashes of techno music.
Ooh, colors.
Get a kick out of this. It's like your dream of what a nightclub should be. And yeah, it's like bright lights and colors and music and everything. So there's a desk to the left of you and the entrance to the club to the right of you. And there's a couple of people dressed in the strangest outfits you've ever seen, because they're in these like white turbans with like these Lawrence of Arabia outfits while everyone else is wearing normal clothes. What do you guys do?
Well,
I'm surprised they're so upfront with their bulletin boards. That makes this a lot easier, huh? Here, I thought it was gonna be like a hive of scum and villainy. She just sort of shrugs her shoulders a little bit.
What is that?
Oh, just a little Moss Eisley. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
But you seem to like everyone around here. See you looking around. Want to go dance, and I'll keep an eye on the boards.
I'm more comfortable just staying with you.
All right, let's go
Alright.
get a drink at least.
Sure.
So we'll probably head over to where the bar service is, take a look at the bulletin boards, drink a little bit, and maybe chat up a little bit.
Yeah, like you said, that it looks like a normal nightclub, except after a couple of minutes, you realize that while some people are here partying, a lot more people seem to just be talking to each other quietly, and then some people leave, some people come. It's strange because for a couple of minutes and you only saw a small number of people come in, but like you're constantly seeing people disappear and come back and disappear and come back. And so you're kind of like, where the hell is everyone going? Thing. And yeah, where all the flashy graphics for nightclubs and whatnot, you'll see every once in a while. It's like, needed, driver necessary for, a one afternoon gig, details, please see so and so for details, and it just flashes on different screens, different things come up, and yeah, other people drinking beside you. You see Trench walk by, other bar section, and sits down and has a drink.
Somehow I keep getting behind you.
Happen?
Hey, you want to come drink with us?
I don't want to drink at all. Oh, didn't come here to drink.
Pay for a drink for you.
I don't punch down.
Ooh, those words hurt,
I don't have feelings.
Sounds rough.
Everyone
Sounds
has
like you could use a drink.
feeling. Did you have a bad day?
Take a look around. Anyway, do you have a contact here or something I'm supposed to be looking for?
Who said that?
Griffin did.
Oh, I didn't say anything. You said like if you had a contact, you were looking.
Oh right,
Yeah.
that was me. I said that.
No. You make them say it for you.
Yeah. Deep character mode.
Yeah, Kitty, as you're having this conversation with Trench, you notice the person next to you looked up at the bulletin board for a moment, and then literally like go over to his phone and like tap something, and then he puts it up to his ear and he goes, "Oh, okay." He goes, "Right now?" And then yeah, you see him get up and he walks over to the direction that you pretty much tell is the escalator.
Okay. So I can pretty much tell just from that basic information, like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to like do such or such like with my phone, and then they send like some discreet call or something.
Something
And
like
that's
that.
how I would get a job off one of the boards.
Right. Except you're not quite sure what you're dialing because it doesn't conform to any telephone.
Well, I am a hacker, and if he touched his phone and it's not like in his head like mine is, obviously it has dial tones, and I must have heard them. And because I'm a huge
What you realize,
nerd, I know what they are.
what you didn't pay attention to when you walked in was that apparently you need to register yourself, and there's some sort of internal database that basically allows you to communicate with each other just inside the building. So while she
Ooh.
used her phone, she was tapped into the internal network. You
All right,
figure
so
out
I
a
just have
couple.
to get my phone to connect to the network, or just like ask around to register.
Around, you realize like every once in a while someone's looking up at the board and they just punch, either they punch a number on their phone or they do you could tell they have something in like an internal cell phone system.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you realize whenever they call they leave and then they come back later.
How arbitrary would it be for me as like professional hacker to go, oh, I'm in like this zone that's basically a bubble, and there's one signal, and my phone has to connect to it.
Pretty much, that's it.
I mean, how difficult would it be to actually do that as opposed to just like bothering people to register?
Oh, you do remember that there was a front desk next to the entrance.
Okay.
Hmm.
So maybe I'll just go over to the front desk. I'll do the easy way instead of the cool hacker
Hmm.
way.
I guess Mary Denny is going to follow.
All right, so you two walk back up to the front desk. You see a woman standing up front. She's got a vaguely Middle Eastern look to her, and she's wearing this Lawrence of Arabia getup. She actually looks like Princess Jasmine from. And
Well, you
so
look
she
pretty
looks at.
tonight.
How can I help you? Is this your first time here?
Oh, it is. I was looking to register. You can help me out,
Oh,
right?
well, welcome to the Last Oasis Club. Here you can find everything your heart's desire. We have a very easy sign-up process. We will give you access to all of the services and all of the communication functions at the resort. Please fill out all your relevant detail here. And she moves you over to like a virtual kiosk that's over there.
Mhm.
It's all holographic displayed. And yeah, it asks for your name. It asks basically for your to put in your cell phone ID number.
Mhm. Here's how you contact me.
Sure.
Kitty is my alias, etc.
Right, alias, name, alias, cell phone number, what your background is, what kind of work you're looking for.
Mhm. In which case, Kitty, of course, will put down programmer and professional hacker and that sort of line of work.
All right, so after filling it out in a few keystrokes later, you get an ID number. It goes, welcome, Kitty number 5567. He goes, please use this number whenever you dial communications inside the network. And
All right, easy.
You're done. You're registered. All you have there's no chips. And one of the strangest things, there's no chips. There's no objects. You just use your phone.
Excellent.
Okay, well, Meriden is going to register herself too, and she's going to put mechanic, cybertech, weaponsmith, and basic tech, and driver too.
All right. And so with that, you two are officially registered into the Last Oasis Club.
Oh, and for our alias, she would have put Rainbow, the rainbow, the colorful one.
Exactly. And so yeah, it basically also doubles as sort of your tab, so you can order drinks at the bar, order food, and just pay when you leave. It's all automated. It'll take it out of your bank account, quote unquote.
So I guess we go back, sit at the bar, I guess.
And with that,
That's not
you
the
guys
worst
go
job
back.
application I've ever had.
So with that, you guys walk back into the bar, and we'll switch over to Ricky. Ricky, you're back on the second floor, which I'm not going to switch over because it's really not going to be that important. As a direction of Razor, you walk into the other part of the second floor, which is a bit more corporate. There's a lot of office cubicles here. There's a lot of terminals. There's a bunch of people working around, and so yeah, there's a open office there with a guy. Can I help you?
Yeah, I was given a card and a chip from Razor.
Oh, you here to set up a job?
I am indeed.
First time?
It is my first time, yes.
Ah, newbie.
For now.
I remember it was my first time here. This is quite the place. He goes, well, it's real simple. He flips over the terminal to you and he goes, you can punch in the details of the job here. It gets transmitted down to the bottom floor. Pretty much there's an intranet that people can look up the database to. And if they like your job, they'll contact you. You'll get a ping on your phone and you can meet them upstairs. He goes, there's another section on the other side of the building that will let you and yeah, once you're done with that, the job's posted. I would suggest at that point you would move on over to the vendor section her office, and that'll help you get your line of credit for your equipment.
All right, thank you kindly.
So yeah,
So, looking back and forth from the card that I was handed and the monitor, I'll start punching in search of two weapon specialists, a textile, and maybe a hacker to be decided.
To be decided.
I don't know the specifics of the job other than what I have on the paper, but I'll keep my eyes open for it.
according to the card, it's listed as protection.
Yeah, I'll swap out the weapon specialist for protection services.
And so yeah, after a couple of keystrokes, you get a confirmation. Do you want to confirm this?
In fact, no.
I'll look like I'm debating it, but I've already pressed the yes.
So yeah, all of a sudden it goes, "Thank you," and it kind of folds up into like a little envelope and flies off the screen.
If the guy behind the counter was listening carefully, he would have said thank you as well. He would have heard that. I mean,
There he goes. There you go. First time.
indeed. And it'll, more than likely, if everything checks out, it won't be the last. I'll be seeing you again, hopefully. Unless, of course, you're not working the day. You know what? Never mind. Forget it. I'm going to go now.
It was going smoothly, and then never mind. Gotta go.
So yeah, you walk out, you go over to the next room, you see an old lady sitting there on another terminal.
In my
And,
time.
And she goes, next!
Howdy. I just sent out the message for requests, you know.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah,
I guess you'd be wanting a line of credit. Who's your lawyer?
it would be well, on the card, does it say the employer's name, or am I just supposed to say Ricky gave me Razor gave me the job? Hey, man.
It doesn't say on the card, but you assume that who she means is the person who's contracting you to do
Right. Razor sent me for my first trial.
Razor.
Yeah.
He's been a real busy boy this month. And she goes over and she starts typing in some information onto the terminal. And she goes, "Okay, give me a second here," and just leafing through some things. Oh, okay. I see. You got the standard package Razor gives you. All right, you're all set up. Just go to the kiosk next door once you got you guys all put up together, punch it in. It's kind of like Amazon, you just put it in a shopping cart and you just press checkout.
What
Would you like free shipping on your mercenaries?
what's 1 day mercenaries?
Yeah. She's like,
You want some insurance on those bodies?
There's no prime same day. There's no prime same day. So don't ask.
Wait, you said Prime? Hey, out of character, did you know if you have Amazon Prime, you can link it to your Twitch account?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Then you have one free Prime subscription every month.
Hopefully Amazon Prime sponsors us.
Is there still Prime in the future? Or like Amazon?
I think yes.
I mean, nowadays, like out of game, of course there would be.
It's
But
4
I don't
years
know
in the future, so maybe.
I think
so.
The dark future, Amazon won the retail war, so now every
Yeah.
store is Amazon.
Yeah.
That
The
Black Friday
ultimate
was the blackest of
executives.
all.
Yeah, like,
No
I always
longer
love that
is
line
there
in
killing.
I always love that line in Demolition Man when she's just like, "Yeah, Taco Bell won the franchise wars, so now every restaurant's Taco Bell."
Oh god, that was so good.
Oh, no.
The only drink they've gotten rid of water. It's just Baja Blast. It's like a Idiocracy where it's just what was it that they used? What was the name of it?
Rondo.
The drink. Yeah, that. Oh
It makes
god, that
plants
was good.
grow. It's got electrolytes.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, so she punches in a couple of buttons. She goes, "Let me chip, please."
Yeah, here you go, ma'am.
Takes the chip. She punches it into a receptacle. Thing beeps a couple of minutes. She goes, "We're all set. Happy hunting."
Thank you.
And she doesn't even look at you. She just goes, "Next."
oh,
I was I was debating if I wanted to hit her with the "come here often" as an opener, but I thought against it.
Oh my god.
So now you're off. You're basically free to do whatever you want at this point. You were told that you can't go up to the 3rd floor. That's like super reserved.
Right. He said the mall was on which floor?
This is the mall area.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna. Is there like a counter or a search directory?
Yeah, right outside the office is a bunch of kiosks, and you look over, and yeah, it's like Amazon for weaponry.
All right, I'm looking for a very particular gun that I've heard of from the olden days. Well, actually, I don't know if it's still from the olden days. I think the one I'm looking into is a new releasing of it.
All right, what's it called?
The let me see.
I do have the comprehensive list of items.
The Colt AMT Model 2000.
Let's see how many Colts we have on this list. 9 Colts.
Hey.
Colt Mauser M2, Colt 38 Detective, Colt
They would be a
Alpha.
very heavy.
Well, I'm still at I'm a medium pistols.
Oof.
There's a Colt Python.
Ooh.
Colt AMT Model 2000.
Correct.
That's the one you're looking for?
It is indeed.
And sure enough,
check out.
you have perused many a catalog in your minor dealings as a fixer. You've obviously done some weapon deals. You've had to do some really minor jobs in the past. You've gone through a couple of window shopping experiences for the one day. You know, that's what this is like your test. Like, is this a real catalog? If I can find it, these guys got a real catalog. And
is this like the Target or is it the Walmart?
Yeah, no, this is Fifth Avenue.
Oof. Yeah.
And there's your item listed right there in one of the rare times.
I've also pulled it up on the weapons list for the PDF.
So yeah, there it is, all shiny and 3D rendered for your enjoyment.
It is exactly what I wanted out of a gun. It's
all right.
Now, obviously, to take my knife and carve in the finger grooves and go Solid Snake. No, wait, sorry, it was Naked Snake. I'm a fool.
Yeah.
I'm not an MGS fan anymore.
So yeah, if you want to buy it, you can put it in a shopping cart. It'll be applied to your credit.
Yes, and that'll be the only thing I'm asking for.
All right, you put it in your shopping cart. It asks, do you want to pick it up downstairs? You realize it instructs that all deliveries are done outside in the back before you leave. So because weapons aren't allowed inside the facility.
I don't know if you reminded me. Like, I don't know if you asked or told me that I needed to put guns up, but if that was the case, then yes, I did hand over my gun.
Oh, bad boy.
Oh, actually, because you have a VIP token, you don't have to turn in your weapon. Of course, you're officially registered. They know who you are, and they can find you.
They know I have a weapon on me.
Yes.
So they can fuck you up.
Hey, excuse you. I'm not going to make a huge hullabaloo in the middle of this place I just got invited to.
That's why, because only fixers come here to make a name for themselves, to do business, to set up. So it's like suicide for you to come in here and start shit.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you're a big company
the
with
other
big
guys,
guns.
the other lower people, they're not too sure because some of those guys are usually, close to the edge of cyberpsychosis. So those guys kind of be demilitarized.
Yeah,
so it's usually assumed that most of the fixers are civilized enough not to, basically.
Maybe.
So, plus, like I said, you too are aware of the fact that there is all kinds of automated defensive systems.
Oh, yeah. And also, I'm afraid of that old lady. I'm calling it. She has some heavy machinery behind that desk.
So yeah, so you get the feeling this is the kind of place you don't want to fuck around in. Like just the way everyone acts, and you're like, I know for a fact that guy is almost close to crazy.
Oh yeah, I can look at his eyes. He doesn't have eyes.
Yeah, it's like in the John Wick hotel place, where everyone.
Oh yeah, there's the concierge, Sharon.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, so
yeah, that's the vibe you get here. It's like yeah, you're walking around with your piece, but you wouldn't even think about pulling it out. You get the feeling the minute you pull it out, there would be like 15 laser beams pointing at you.
it's the Deadpool bar scene.
Yeah. So, or like you remember in Altered Carbon?
I didn't watch that one, but I understand exactly what you mean.
Yeah, there's a scene in there where the whole hotel is AI controlled, and then the minute he paid for a room, the whole AI just opened up its automated defense system and wiped out an entire lobby of gang members to protect them.
Nice.
So yeah, you get the feeling it's that kind of vibe happening in here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, was there like a place for me to write down a room to wait for people to visit me at?
You don't know, but you get the feeling you might have to go back out to the main desk again, where you got referred to register a room.
All right.
That's your impression, anyway.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
You walk back over to the main desk. Lawrence of Olivier is still standing there. You notice, kind of strangely enough, like outside of him talking to people, he kind of just stands there like a robot.
Maybe he's a robot.
Yeah, don't assume.
And so yeah, you turn as soon as you walk up within the. Looks at you and goes, "How can I help you?"
Don't assume his gender.
Don't assume his cybernetics. Yes, I'm here to register a room. God, I almost slipped into the wrong accent there.
And so as he goes, "Do you have a job number associated with this room?"
I do, and then I'll read him off the job number. I'm assuming I was given.
Yeah, they gave you a job number once you registered it, and so
yeah.
Well, actually, no. He goes, could you please insert your chip?
Yeah, here you go.
Well, yes,
So you insert the chip. Once again, he looks around back and forth. You don't see a screen, and he goes, "Yes, we have several rooms available for your reservation. Would you like a window view, or would you perhaps care for an interior space?"
Interior is fine with me.
All right. Then he looks around a couple of times and goes, "There you go. You have been," and now I guess I do have to switch over to the second floor. He goes, "You have been assigned a seating area. It will be section A."
I knew it. It was A.
And you see a little map come up on the kiosk screen below you, and you see this thing being beat.
Please follow the line and don't slip on blood.
Stay behind yellow line until tram doors open.
Until the tram doors open.
Okay, so, thank you kindly.
He goes, do you require any further assistance?
I think I will be fine. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. And then he just snaps back to attention like you're not there anymore.
It's okay. I'm used to being ignored from my parents.
Aww.
All right, so
Psych.
you make it over to Section A. Section A is actually cubicled off into several smaller rooms. There's a whole bunch of them open. They're pretty much soundproofed. And
perfect for murder.
Okay.
So that basically you can't see who's inside of it and what you guys are saying. And you see a little intercom system in the middle of the table, and with a symbol that you pretty much assume means room service.
Yo, I wonder if they've got those airplane peanuts.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Hey, and, man, those good with beer.
And Hugo, Lesson didn't do his character yet.
Yeah, actually, really quick before we change off, I have a question about when I got the gun. Did I need to get ammo for it, or is it just assumed, like with the 8 magazine, it's just reload after that?
No, you just, like, in PUBG, you just get a gun without ammo.
Nice.
Yeah, actually, that is true. Yeah, you just got the gun. You don't get ammo with the gun.
It's alright, I can find it.
You have to buy the ammo separately.
Nah, I'm good with that.
So,
I have a very nice looking gun now. That's all I care about.
Yeah, so we'll switch over the scene back down to the first floor. Maradine and Kitty we're all sitting in the same section.
And Kitty too.
Nah.
Well, this one's kind of weird. And she'll just like point to like one of the bulletins.
Yeah, and sure enough, you see a job posting saying guy needs two guys for protection, a driver, someone with some computer skills, willing to pay handsomely on commission.
I didn't say that. I said willing to pay adequately.
Adequately. Please contact.
Like you see on the board that just changed.
Yeah, no, there's like somehow he used code, like hex code, to have the line through it.
Yeah.
That's all he knows, though. That's how to cross out all things.
So it says contact Ricky number 557-421.
Wait, Ricky? I know Ricky.
So, Leo, you are already inside the club. You've been hanging out all day. You've been bored out of your mind because most of the jobs have been piddly shit tonight.
Yeah.
And you see Maradine and Trench hanging out next to you. And all of a sudden you see this job flash up. And finally, it's probably one of the only ones that's actually offering a real crew job tonight.
So, okay, here's a 9 stepping up.
Oh, you were late, dude.
Yeah, I'm wearing no, right here. I'm not. The trench coat is in the coat hanger, so I'm wearing a suit, a shirt, a black shirt, but no tie. So it'll open up. Like the second button is open up to the middle of the chest. Dress pants, dress to the nines. You can see the shoes are shiny, but there's steel toe as well. So if you get kicked with one of those, it's gonna hurt unless you're cybernetics. He noticed Trench, and I'll take it that Trench and I would sort of known each other for a while professionally, like we've seen each other in the club.
Yeah, you've seen each other take jobs while in here drinking. You're like, hey, what you do last week, and so you kind of know each other. Trench has kind of been looking for work.
Yeah, I give him a nod because I know he's not the talkative type. So I go walk around him and I see the ladies, and I go and I do the thing where it's supposed to be a crowded bar and you have to step in between people. And I signal to the bartender for the bartender first to get his attention, and then I go without saying a word, point to myself and nod so he knows my drink, and then I point to the I go like this with 2 fingers to point at the ladies, and I go I sort of wave my hand like whatever they want. Because I basically overhearing the conversation stuff, so I kind of got an idea they're looking for a job. It's like, good evening, ladies.
Yeah, Kitty Maradine out of nowhere. This very sharply dressed man just comes out of nowhere and like a smooth operator snaps his finger. 2 extra drinks appear.
Hello.
And I look up. It's like it seems we have the first job. It's interesting this evening. I couldn't, and I forgive me for being so noisy, especially in such a place. Couldn't overhear that you were in fact looking for a job or jobs, as the case may be.
Well, depending on the job, but yes, I just arrived in town, so.
And I wait for that was Kitty talking. I wait for Meredith.
No, that's Meredith.
Meredith, sorry, Meredith. I'm waiting for Kitty to say something, right? So I nod to Meredith, like I'm listening to what she's saying. It's like but I want to get the sort of the feel of the room, right?
She just has a drink in her hand. She's just sitting around, taking a little sip. It's like, well, it seems like the number one thing to do around here.
No, among other things. Although, no, this is not the place exactly for that. But I see that you met Trench.
Yeah, the big
Yeah, he's
guy.
a talkative fellow, isn't he?
No, but
he could use more smiling.
And to that, actually, Leo smiles and goes like, well, not everybody has it in them.
No.
That's okay. Well, I think I'm going to be checking out this job, and if you are...
I'd like to check on you since
Well, looking at
the
it, there's two
driver.
other people who are going to do all the heavy lifting. Is that going to
No.
be you?
Well, how can I say? I shoot shit, and shit gets shot. That's basically what I do. Very
Hey, the
straightforward.
more that
very
I
simple.
don't, all the better.
And Trench here, well, he's good at taking shots. Oh, so I heard.
Oh, if you two are still alive, it must mean something.
Jamie's so good at taking shots. I tried to get him drinking, but he just wouldn't.
Oh, he's a pro. And also, I think his alcohol, his antitoxin implant hasn't come in yet. He doesn't want.
That ruins like half the fun.
No, you got to be careful in this business. Here is safe. Other places, not so much.
I can
reach out her hand and just go like, "Pleasure to meet you. I'm Kitty, by the way."
Yeah, you look like the corporate type. Maybe have.
Yeah, Meriden
is
Meriden's going to chuckle with the corporate type.
Yeah. Unless I got that wrong.
Oh.
Well, like I said, I like to pretend I am during the day.
Day job, night job. I know the cycle. Well, I used to. Well, it's not really important. I used to work for a lot of people. And I still do. That's what matters. Well, like you said, if you're still alive today, that's all that counts. Well, and I take out my cell phone and it's, I start punching the numbers and checking. Well, if you are interested in joining us upstairs, I would like to see who is actually working, who we're supposed to be working for.
Leo, the minute you punch in the number that
Mhm.
it refers to, you get a text back. You get second floor, room A.
Yeah, like Meriden, or she's just going to use our implant to do the phone call.
Same here.
Sure enough, you guys both internally punch in the code, and you guys get an audio text back which says, "Please report to floor 2, room A."
So I guess we take the stairs or the elevator.
Yeah,
let's go, Meredith.
You coming along, Trench?
I was specifically looking for my contact, as I said before. More so because I don't have a cell phone, for one thing.
And I stop and I go like, if you want to borrow mine.
Well, that's why I was saying that I'm not there, because half an hour ago I said I was looking for it, so I would not have been at the bar still.
Oh, okay.
I would have taken my... That's why I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't not talking to you because I'm rude or quiet. Because I said...
Are, but that wasn't this
right, no, because that's why I put it into the text there, that I said I was looking for my contact. Because I can't pick up this job, because I don't have a cell phone to enter it in.
It's okay.
Yeah, there's probably some booth or something.
Say you have a cell phone, Trench. I'm not gonna say you don't have a.
It's one of the old satellite phones, though.
Well, no, see, a cell phone costs 400 Eurobucks, and I am broke.
It's okay.
Oh,
You're about to get a good
but
job.
no, I just assumed, hey, I can go talk to my contact, he can get me the job, and then I can meet everybody.
All right. Well, we can retcon that in the midst of the conversation. Once you guys started making fun of Trench, he makes a grumpy noise and walks off.
When did they make fun of me?
When they're like not much for emotion.
Oh.
Well.
And so yeah, we'll get back to the second floor. So Trench, as you walk around looking for your contact, minutes, you see him hanging out in the corner. He's got a couple of chicks with him. Seems to be well inside of a bottle of whatever he's currently drinking at the moment. And when he sees you, he goes, "Hey!
I'm walking here.
Nico, cousin.
Let's go bowling."
Big American ditties.
Yes, he says all of these things.
Yes, he does.
In a line.
All right, Trench, what do you do?
I walk over to him.
I'm not worried until he actually says, "Hey, Trench, dearest of all my friends," and I go like, "Okay, I'm turning around." That's an old one, but
Yeah, none of us got it.
no.
Yeah.
All right, Trench.
Phil.
What's up?
Yeah, I need another job.
All right. As you sit down, what's your contact's name? You can.
Oh shit.
Fake name.
Well, no, I've got a list. Shit.
Call Sam if you want.
Oh yeah. I just forgot to mention to Trench and Leo. When Meriden talk or smile, you can clearly see the vampire fang.
His name is Colby Griffin.
Colby Griffin. All right. So.
Griffin. Here, I'll just put it in chat.
Perfect.
So as you sit down, Colby pours a drink into an empty glass and shoves it over your way. And he goes, "Have you met Monique and Unique over here?"
Have I?
Oh, you haven't.
Then no. The answer is no.
He goes, "Oh well, you got." He's like, "You gotta meet them." He goes, "They're aspiring models."
Twins, Basil. Twins.
And so yeah, they're very, very talented. Like later on tonight, they're gonna show me their little double team routine. And so the two girls giggle, and he goes, "So what can I do you for, Trench?"
As I just said, I need a job.
You need a job? Yeah, man. It's been kind of slow here these last few days. I don't know what I can tell you. And then he looks over your shoulder and goes, "Oh, you're living under a lucky star." And he points over and he points at the bulletin board posting that's up nearby. He goes, "That's a good job right there. It's good money in that job." He goes,
And
What
you
does he go?
silent.
He goes, heart
He's
attack and dies.
enraptured by Monique and Unique.
"What do you say, Trench?"
To what? You didn't finish the sentence.
No, I
Oh, that's
think
what
he
he
said.
says.
He says,
He points over
and
to-
then nothing happened. I think you're
No, he
breaking
says,
up.
"That's a good job." And then he points over to the board and he says, "What do you think?"
Okay, I must not have heard it.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I was like, "What do you think of that one?" He goes, "I know what that job's about."
Okay, what's it about?
He goes, "Hey, sweeties, why don't you go powder your nose for a minute while me and my friend here have a little chat." And you see the two girls giggle and they get up and they get out of the table and walk away. And you see Kobe lean over and he goes, "So I hear there's a big brouhaha going down out of the corporate zone with this corporations trying to muscle these nomads out. Big thing. They're trying to keep it on the hush hush. But I heard the nomads got a chip somewhere up here is going to pull in a favor. That's what that's about. Thing is, though, no one can know that it was us that did the job. That's why it's such a low-key description."
I mean, how will they not know?
Plausible deniability, my friend. Plausible deniability.
Okay. You gonna put me down for it?
All right. Takes out his phone, punches up a few buttons. Okay. He goes, "Second floor, room A. Give him this code," and he rattles off a couple of numbers. In case anybody asks you what you're doing up there. He goes, "You really need to get a cell phone, dude."
Don't need one.
Are you
You might
sure
not
about that?
around. Hey, man, listen, I love making phone calls for you, man, but sometimes I might not be around. Man, you, Monique and Unique, man. Double team performance.
Just another thing that they'll trace you by. I don't need it.
All right. That's pretty hardcore, my friend.
You have fun. I'll see you later. Well,
Later, and he
not
lifts
tonight,
up
obviously.
he lifts up the glass and he goes, "You be careful with that one." All right, so flash forward
Horrible show.
up to the second floor. And you all are on the second floor. The four of you get there first: Maradine, Ricky, Kitty, and Leo.